Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. We were discussing very interesting mantra. Vadantu shastrani yajantu devan kurvantu karmani bhajantu devataha atmaikya bodhena vina vimuktihi na siddhyati brahma satantarepi. Gurudev has written a very harsh commentary on it. What he has written, the thing is, here Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is considering that who has come to listen to Vivek Chudamani, at least he is prepared mentally and intellectually. How? The thing is, he is a practitioner of karma, fire rituals, daily puja and upasana and worship, everything. Clear? So it was his guru's conception that the student knows everything else. But the problem is, who are doing that, they become very fanatic about in their daily spiritual life. I know several people in whose house, in the prayer halls, several idols. Even in some devotees of Chinmaya Mission also, when I have visited, so many gods they have kept. It's okay, but you know, everyone needs some seva and all those things. The main theme is, if a person spend his or her time in this way, when he or she will do Brahma Chintan. Because in samsara life, it's not that the whole 24 hours you will spend in Brahma Chintan. Then who will do Anna Chinta? Then the householders, they segmented their time. That morning, this time to this time, I will be in that puja mode or something like that. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji just have tried to shift our attention from that rituals to thinking process of moksha. Here, Gurudev is writing, I just want to read it. There is a type of dal seekers who have become so addicted to their method of spiritual practices that they would rather claim a dreary patience with life and its pains, with their disappointments in sadhana and faith, than dare take up a more satisfying and advanced practice. This is, in fact, an expression of their superstitious fear at leaving the path which they have been practicing for so long. Bujha gelo? A devotee who has been through kirtana, puja, japa and dhyana, developing his devotion for a personal God for a number of years, will not dare to drop for a short time even an iota of his daily routine, even if he were asked to do so by the greatest living master in the world. ভগবান স্বয়ং অবতার হয়ে এসেও যদি বলেন যে ওরে এগুলো করিস না, তুই এটা কর, তারা শুনবে না। Because through religious activities and rituals, they have become religious giants and spiritual fanatic. যে এটা করলেই এটা হবে, এটা করলেই এটা। Some dogmas also have come. So, খুবই দুঃখের, means, you know, he is the developed or evolved human being who is ready to accept any changed life. Always ready to accept any changed life. So this is the fact. Now, to live in a routine will never yield the secret of living in inspiration. To get habituated to any method is to get into a root and bulk at all progress. We must have the freedom at every moment to change our pattern of living and seek new methods of keeping the mind and intellect occupied in lively warmth of love and cheer. Else even our worship becomes mechanical and in the end stultifying. In this sense, Vedanta is revolutionary. The attitude with which one should do the hearing, means Shravanam, of the scriptures is totally different from the attitude with which one is asked to do mananam or reflection. What mananam? On what he heard. Clear? Again, neither the Shraddha nor Shravanam nor the intellectual freedom of mananam is permitted to poison the deep serenity of the thoughtless meditation hours. So, I think we have understood the thing. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is trying to push his students towards moksha. Clear? Then, because the Jnani students or the Jnana Pipashu students have only one agenda in life, that is moksha, 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 liberation in this very life. Because in next sloka we will get some word has been used, that temporary moksha. Temporary moksha doesn't mean that it can be misunderstood in different way. Like, Bhagavan is not telling to stop your regular puja, regular upasana, regular japa, regular anything else. Bhagavan is telling that don't be addicted into it, don't be fanatic into it. Try to learn to adopt anything good what your acharya is telling along with that. Because any sorts of puja, japa, seva, danam, if you do in a particular attitude, it purifies yourself. There is no other way. But you know, whenever we do any yajna at home, there should be some agenda. Sometimes Ramayana part, Sampurna Ramayana part, Sundarkand part. Just few days back, I went somewhere else where Sampurna. So they told that Swamiji, for this purpose, I have arranged this. This never become the cause of Chitta Shuddhi. Chitta Shuddhi happens if out of love and compassion we do something else, even puja. If there is love, there is openness, there is no fanaticism. Why we can't, at our time, your time also, where there were so many private tuitions. At 10th standard or 12th standard, up to 10th standard means at home, elder brother or father or mother will manage the thing. And in 11th, 12th, there are something else. In college also, I can remember, before examination, just 3 months before, I joined a tuition, and just to clarify some points. Otherwise, in college, whatever we have studied, that was enough. Now, from nursery, the children are going to the tuition or the teacher is coming. You know why? Because we claim that we love our children. This is not love. This is not love. Because any sorts of love will not make us there attached and identified. They're so much trapped in their own love, so-called love, they don't know. They can't scold their own children, and whenever the teacher comes, আন্টি কিন্তু খুব বকবেন, দেখবেন ওকে একটু বকবেন তো একদম কথা শুনতে চায় না. Means my job will be done by some other else. Why? Because I am so attached that at right time, right decision, I can't take up for the particular person. অন্যের ছেলেকে বকতে পারছি. Who is it? The fun portion is, who is a teacher of kindergarten and gives private tuition to others' children. He or she has kept teacher for his own son or daughter. Because at the time of his own son and daughter, is samely, in the same way, he is attached with them. So rational thinking, rational decision, rational steps we can't take. Why the problem happens? Because we did not pay attention to control our senses. Not control, discipline our senses. Discipline our mind, discipline our intellect. So with that turbulent, indisciplined mind, intellect, senses, we try to control others. And that's why we are failure. We don't try to understand the nature of human being, the nature of my own self. Here in Vedanta is a totally subjective science. Vedanta is not indulging you to do PNPC. Let's see, in Vivek Chudamani it is there. Mr. Sharma is the same person. Have you noticed? Mrs. Dalmia, the same thing Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has written. Are Baba, look at yourself. Who are you? Bhagavan has written all those slokas to shift our vision towards within. It's a journey from outside to inside. Not to judge others by reading the slokas, but to clarify our own thinking process, clarify our own attachment, shortcomings, etc. A spiritual person's life will be full of thinking. Thinking. Whatever we do, anything else from our childhood to old age, why do you do? To satisfy our ahankar. From childhood to old age. Whatever we do to satisfy our ego. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has written all those slokas to check right now, not from 11 o'clock when I will take another shower and I will do in puja and I will start changing myself. Change happens from now. Otherwise, what will happen? In Brahmaji's Brahma Satai, what was there? Brahma Shatantarepi. You have no idea about Brahma's day, one day and one night. Here it is not written, I think. So, 1000 Chatur Yuga is Brahmaji's one day. Means 4 Chatur Yuga means 1000 Chatur Yuga means 4.3 million 20,000 years is one day of Brahmaji. 43 lakhs means 4.3 million 20,000 years of human being. Because what about the calculation of 1 year is not the calculation of the parrot or any other creatures. Their calculation system is different. So here it is the calculation system according to our human concept of years. And this is the system of the calculation of not for the whole day. It's only daytime and night time. Means it's double. And every Brahmaji lives 100 years. Now you do kalpana of yoga. We are so busy in whole day that at 7 o'clock we can't attend the Swamiji. You have no idea. I have to go to collect the milk. দুধ আনতে যেতে হবে 7টার সময়, ঠিক আছে? মিন্স 8টার সময় কি করবে, অনলাইনে কি করবে, so many totally engaged and we have no time for live. मोक्ष के लिए समय ही नहीं है and we need moksha. Just try to think. We have no time for moksha, but our main agenda is to get liberation. Now, here in this sloka, you should remember, it is not ninda or condemnation of karma kanda. Just karma kanda का निंदा नहीं किया, ये यज्ञ मत करो, पूजा मत करो, जप मत करो, सेवा मत करो, दान मत करो. जस्ट ऐसे ही बताया गया कि सब करो consciously, that not a single of them are responsible for my mukti, because Brahma Atma Aikya Vina Moksha na siddhyati and Jnanena eva tu kaivalyam. আমার মাথায় আছে. Give full attention. Seventh one. Amritatvasya nashasti vitye netyeva hi srutihi vraviti karmano muktehe ahititvam sfutam yataha yes. Amritatvasya nashasti vitye netyeva hi srutihi braviti karmano muktehe ahetutvam sfutam yataha. There is a quotation of Shruti Vakya, Upanishads mantra. What? Vittena amritasya asha na asti iti. Through wealth, vittena, by the wealth, through wealth, Tritiya, Karan Karak. Amritasya asha. अमृतत्व पाने की आशा, मिलने की आशा, मोक्ष की आशा, the hope of getting freedom or liberation, na asti, never possible. Evahi, in this way, srutihi vraviti. Shruti says, yataha karmanaha muktehe ahetutvam sphutam. In this way, Shruti has claimed through karma, mukti is not possible. Through puja, through japa, through upasana, through prayer, anything else, liberation is not possible. That is the only thing, the how liberation is possible. Atmaikya bodhena vina vimukti na siddhyati. ब्रह्म आत्मा का बोध, I am Brahman. Brahman is not a far off thing. My intrinsic nature is Atma alone, Brahman alone. I am not this body. I am not Divakar Chaitanya. I am not Swami or Brahmachari or Grihastha or Vanasti or Brahmin or Shudra or Kshatriya or Vaishya. All the things are my upadhis only. They are superimposed on me. Not I am a, neither I am a Swami, nor I am a doctor, nor I am an engineer, nor I am a lawyer. I am Brahman. All the things, all upadhis are there to satisfy my ego, my ahankara. That is bodha. Brahma Atmaikya Bodha. ऋषि याज्ञवल्क्य संन्यास ग्रहण में इच्छुक हुआ और अपना 2 पत्नी थे, उसके बीच में उन्होंने सारे संपत्ति बंटवारा करने के लिए मन किया, कात्यायनी और मैत्रेयी। Katyayani was agreed, but Maitreyi was clever. And he told that, hey Bhagavan, not only this much of kingdom, if I become the owner of this entire earth, may I be liberated? अगर इस पृथ्वी का सारे जमीन जायदाद मेरे नाम पर हो जाए, कागजात, ना, तो वो उसके दौरान मुझे मुक्ति मिल सकता है। Bhagavan Yajnavalkya understood the question and started teaching his own wife, and that is Yajnavalkya Maitreyi Samvad in Brihadaranya Upanishad. Amritasya tu nashaste vittena iti. Then Maitreyi told, if I don't get the immortality of anything else by what you are giving, what is the use of all those things? I'm very happy what I am having. I don't need more. If it was the cause of, see, this should be our own attitude, not hypocrisy. not to show people. It will be our internal understanding. Why hypocrisy? I am telling you. See, in this path, I meet several people. Of course, a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, they also meet several people, but their angle of looking is different because it's a professional relationship. But this is not the profession of mine. So, in a broader spectrum, I can see. I can clearly understand when a person tells Swamiji, everything happens out of your grace, out of your blessings. You are my everything. Every day I listen. जब बोलते हैं कि 7 बजे के क्लास में आओ, नहीं स्वामी जी, you don't know. Then you are my everything is gone. See how superficially we talk to impress others. That is hypocrisy. And in this spiritual life, there is no space of hypocrisy. भगवान के लिए ही तो सब कुछ है. ये मैं क्या किया, सब तो भगवान ही किया. I will come to you. A real lifetime joke I will tell you. Huh? Believe me, I don't know how you will take it, but it happened in my life. One couple came with a baby, you know. Then I was in the temple. I'm talking about 2010, 10 or 9. तो बच्चा को प्रणाम करवाने लेके आया. बाद में बोला वो जो हस्बैंड, स्वामी जी ये बच्चा तो आपका ही है, रख दीजिए. मैं बोला भाई मेरा कोई बच्चा नहीं. अरे स्वामी जी आपके लिए ही तो सब कुछ हुआ. See how superficially people say always. Sadhak should be conscious what I am talking. At least that much of change we can bring now. That we will not be like the other common man who anything says vaguely. No false commitment. At least that much of straightforward approach that I can't do it, I can do it. And Swamiji, you say, or Shastra says that everything happens because of God, but I verily understand that I have done it, then only I got the success. How to shift my attention? How I understand like this? This will be a sadhaka's approach towards the teacher, towards himself. That how I will understand God's grace in my each and every success. Because in failure, we are always ready to blame others. Because of him, my condition is like that. Because of her, this happened. But whenever any success comes, we are very ready. Even if we don't do it, if people started praising, because of you it happens, we become convinced, oh, people at least they could not understand that I am not responsible. Then we start taking the praisings. Vedantic student should be honest to himself, not to the world. A Vedantic student should be honest to himself. And what Maitreyi told, बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद द्वितीय अध्याय चतुर्थ खंड and mantra number 2 or 3. It is there. Yenaham, yena aham, na amrita syat, tena aham kim kuryamaha. যার দ্বারা আমার অমৃতত্ব অমরত্ব প্রাপ্তি সম্ভব নয় তা আমি কেন নেব? In Kathopanishad also we will get the same verdict from Nachiketa. Tavaiva vaha tavanitya gite. When Yamaraja is offering a lot of things and he is telling you keep your things, I don't need all those things. That is the approach of a Vedantic sadhaka. Clear? Now, if you have Mantra Pushpam, the page number 91, it is there. In Mundakopanishad 2.2.10 mantra number, it is there. Tyagena eke amritatva manashu. In Kaivalya Upanishad also we got the same mantra. In first line of this mantra, amritatvasya nashasti vityena iti eva hi srutihi. Means in first sloka, first line, Upanishad mantra says wealth can't give you mukti. Huh? Yes, vritti. Vittena. Vitta means wealth, not vitti. Amritatvasya, sixth case, shashti. Na आशा अस्ति, कोई चांस नहीं. अमृतत्व की कोई चांस नहीं. वित्तेना, थ्रू वित्त, वित्त. इति एव ही श्रुति ही, यही श्रुति का कहना है. वित्त क्या है? एक्चुअली वित्त रहने से ही आप कर्म कांड की अधिकारी है. ये आप लिख लीजिए. इट इज न्यू पॉइंट यू आर गेटिंग. In books you will not get. If we are having panchavitta, then only we can do, we are eligible to do any karma. First you have to be yajamana. This is one first. Second is yajamana patni. You must have to have wife. Means you have to be married. Third, you must have to have child or children, santan. Fourth one is manusham vittam, family orientation, people around you, and daiva vittam. So many daiva vittam we are having, you know. We don't know what we are having. That's the main thing. One poor fellow who thinks himself poor, he went to a rich person and told, give me some money. I'm really helpless and poor. How much you want? Nah, I need 5,000 rupees. That rich person told, but rich person was wise. So only 5,000 rupees will solve your problem. Yes. I will give you 1,100,000 rupees. Please give me your 2 eyes. What? How can I give my 2 eyes? Okay, no need. Then you give your at least 2 hands. I need this much only. Are you crazy? Oh, you are not ready to give that. Then give me at least your feet, at least your 2 toes. That poor fellow understood that we are by birth rich with so many things, but we don't know. Not knowing about our wealth is also one source of poverty. Clear? In earlier days, people used to earn only to do sacrifice. Not only in Vaidika Yuga, even just 1,000 years back, Shankara's lifetime, people used to earn money only to do yajna. And Brahmin will do only puja part. That is why in each and every scriptures and Puranas and books, once upon a time there one poor Brahmin lived. Why poor? ब्राह्मण सिर्फ पूजा पाठ ही करेगा. जो ब्राह्मण पूजा नहीं सीखा, मंत्र नहीं सीखा, he is condemned by the society. अगर ब्राह्मण अपने पेट चलाने के लिए हाल उठा लिया तो उनको गांव की बाहर कर देगा, उसके पास कोई नहीं जाएगा. He is not allowed to use any water body, any food. He will not get anything else. क्योंकि ब्राह्मण will do only puja. और ब्राह्मण के पास लक्ष्मी नहीं आती थी क्योंकि उधर सरस्वती का आधार रहता है. A thinker, spiritual thinker, will be always hungry for satsang. That thirst do you feel inside? आज सब कुछ हुआ लेकिन सत्संग नहीं हुआ. That thirst should be there. A spiritual sadhaka, if they don't get food also in proper time, it is okay. But he or she needs satsang, 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 because he knows satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nishchalatatvam, nishchalatatve jivanamukti. Bhaj govindam, bhaj govindam, govindam bhaja mudamate. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om to everyone else. Hari Om to everyone.